Well, no surprise to the locals. Rain continuing to hammer Seattle as we approach kickoff here at Lumen Field. Today, a pair of NFC West teams face off. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And away we go from Lumen Field. Return coming from the 6. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. It's his target. That's Tory Horton. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Get some space around midfield. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. There it is, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Tacks on that extra point. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
From the gun, Darnold. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinal side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Staying with Walker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Yeah, that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it, save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Hold it ready.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Let's go now.
Running with Walker again. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Such a cool picture right there of shock and shed. It's what these D tackles work on in the league. You got to shock that offensive blocker, you got to shed him, and you got to make that tackle for loss. Well done.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. 19.
To the air on 3rd and long. Complete to Walker on the check down. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. After the play, somebody's shaking up, and oof, that is not somebody you want to lose. That is quarterback Jalen Milroe receiving the assistance. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Still sticking with the passing game. Completes. It's Horton. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
From the gun on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
Here we go. Set. Like the
Need a conversion, and they're throwing for it. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen at one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And off to Benson to start the drive. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. To throw, here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. Makes the tackle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Go set. Go Larry, go Larry.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So on 4th down now, Blake Gillikin gets the call to punt it away for the Cardinals. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Rolling into enemy territory. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. First and 10 from the 41. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Toss play. This is Walker. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Connecting on the slant. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Escapes the pocket. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that. You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
A 23-yard attempt.
York knocks it through. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now is Dixon to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll begin this drive with Benson. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
On that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Darnold off the play action. Headed out right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. On him quick, and they bring him down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3 and out.
The Cardinals after the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Work begins at the 31. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He's trying to push the field. Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field. You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. If the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Jump off, caught by his back. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Greg Dortch back to return for the Cardinals. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10.
Go sack. Sack.
They give up the gut to Benson. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
They give on 2nd to Benson, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
It's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
The 29-yard line.
They'll come up on first and 10. Now Darnold. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Finds him on a crossing route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
Yeah, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
And again, it's Darnold. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals make it a one-score game before halftime. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Has it at the 11. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Horton down the field, and he's got it. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. This one's caught. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hiking 18.
Looking in the air here. Has it down close. He will not score, but that Delma set him off Brock with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Throwing it again here. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yes, that's just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
York now for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Now an inside give to Benson. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Pistol snap. Darnold. Down the field. He's got Wilson. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals making a 1-score game before halftime.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Right? They flip through their call sheet. They just call whatever's on it. And there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action, if the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. It's a thing of beauty.
Is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He'll take this at the 10. He's brought down just inside the 25.
First down and 10. They're on the 24-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. There he goes, right sideline. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks will add to their lead at the end of the half. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
You saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like
That's
that.
no good. I don't know if the snap and hold were clean, and he is not able to knock it through.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Here goes, son.
He's back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up. Third quarter underway. Here's Benson. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. It's like a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Back to Benson here on second. Short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Play fake, Darnold. Rolling out to his left. Now he takes it. Keeps away from one. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Here goes, son.
Throwing here, Darnold. He brings it in. Fights his way through a tackle. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Benson on first and 10. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Cardinals first down.
6 more yards.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Here's Darnold, first and 10. Buying some time right. And he's brought down a little short. No, that's what they do. Give him the 10-yard line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
3 yards. And it's third down. Third and long.
Third and long for him here. Looking underneath here, Benson. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be fourth down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They're going for this from just a few yards out. They could get a touchdown or a first down here. They'll run. It's Benson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cardinals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Trey Benson, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll come out throwing. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. So it'll be second down.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
They connect on the deep shot. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Walker on first down. lesser moments, he can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
2nd and 10, here's a pass. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. Rocco 80.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
Here we go, set. 60 by 6, Dragon 60.
Back to throw it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing on 1st. Here's Darnold. Here's a screen to Benson. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. Unfortunately, the Cardinals made it to that one first. They'll maintain possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Benson now from the gun. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. They'll send out the punting unit. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. He's got it at the 24. And it'll come to an end as they touch him down. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Begins with a Walker run. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 25-yard line.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. He's dropping back to throw. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Ready?
They're going to try and throw it here. That one is caught. Horton has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll throw here on first. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense that's flying around and making the play.
There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
3rd down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. They get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup, and it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Walker now from the gun. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Viking 18.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. It's dropped underneath. Walker. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks push this to an 8-point game. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
The Seahawks will line up for the...
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Seahawks 29, Cardinals 21. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Completed over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
You get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Darnold. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
49-yard line.
First and 10. Darnold. Got his man. That's Zay Jones. Fine man. He's in the clear. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
And again, it's Darnold. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Motioning him from the slot right. On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He's back to throw. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Kicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. Just force a 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
And this gets him well away from danger as he is up past their 20. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
And out to Walker from the gun. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They're going to pass it here. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Big gain downfield. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's set up to throw it. Brought in right side by McLaurin. That's just about it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. To throw. Here's Darnold. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
We're in the last half minute of play. Now 2nd and 10. Second down. Here's Brissett again. Down the field. He's got Wilson. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make the defense pay.
Into the hands of Harrison. He's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.